Oh, now, y'all already know what time it is. Say, check me out, man. Before I start my video, bro, y'all already know what to do, man. Hit that like and hit that subscribe button. When you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hitting that bell notification out. So anytime I drop video, you'll be notified. ASAP Rocket, we can hop on, we can kick it, and we can vibe. Now, one thing you need to understand about life is game ain't based on sympathy. All right, I tell y'all that all the time. And another thing I always tell y'all is you gotta go through something to learn something. So one day I'm cooling. I'm in class one day and I'm kicking it with my youngin'. You feel me? Man, my youngin' kicking it. At this time, bro, I was real big into being in the dictionary, just looking at words, writing down words. I was real big into poetry, and also y'all know I'm real big into doing music. Now, I never had dreams and aspirations of becoming a rapper. That was something that was so far-fetched from me, I didn't even look at that. Like, my whole thing was, I just want to make music and be in the background. Y'all can have that. Y'all can have the spotlight. Y'all can have all that come with it. Just let me be in the background. Let me just chill, make the music, whoop, in the third, right? So that was my biggest thing. So me and Kim folk in the classroom chilling one day, you feel me? And it was this little white dude, you know, who was in the class with him and his little peepees or whatever, you feel me? And so he antagonized another youngin', which dude wasn't young, but he was younger than I was, so I'm just calling him youngin'. That's his name right now, youngin'. So he antagonized a youngin' and whatever, and so he called him a little porch monkey, you feel me? So when he called him a porch monkey, kind of like everybody kind of like looked up on some shit like, what the fuck? The black and the white people looked up and was like, oh shit, what young gonna do? You feel me? So they kind of barking, you know what I'm saying? They barking. And youngin' like, call me another porch monkey and I'm gonna do you something, you feel me? He like, you ain't gonna do nothing, you ain't gonna do nothing, whoop. So that shit got deaded. Ain't nothing really happened, you know what I'm saying? And the whole time, the white boy sitting up there steady saying little slick shit because he around his peoples. Now, I knew that white boy, you feel me? That dude there act way different when he wasn't around his people than when he act around his people. Now, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. You done been around somebody, bro, who real big and bad. He a whole gorilla when he around his people, bro. But then when you catch him by himself, he tuck his tail and he run. That was that white boy. You hear me? So me and Youngin talking, he steady, you know what I'm saying, expressing how he drove about the situation or whatever, and I'm telling him like, man, chill. I'm gonna bake a cake on that. He like, what you mean? I'm like, bro, I'm a bake a cake on that. Don't even worry about that one. You feel me? So I had class with this old lady, right? So I had class with this old lady. I forget what the class was that we had, but I had one class with her. All right, so in high school it was A day, B day, right? So it was literally like I go Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. These are the days that I had with her. I seen her three times a week, right? So in my mind, I'm already scheming on a plan. And my plan was that I'm finna smash this old lady. You feel me? I'm gonna smash the old lady and I'm gonna make sure he know what happened. So one day I'm in class, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I sat next to her. So when I sit next to her, I asked like, how you doing? She, what you doing over here? You don't really talk to nobody. I was like, nah, I was just, you know, coming over here to let you know, shit, you looking good today. You feel me? I've been wanting to talk to you, but you know, I just stick to myself and whatever the case may be. Woo, woo. She's like, oh yeah, okay. So then I'm like, oh, what's up with you and your little boyfriend or whatever? I be seeing y'all, you know what I'm saying, holding hands and shit, doing y'all little ditty. And I ain't talking P. Diddy, you hear me? What's happening? Oh, you know, we good or whatever, you know, and everything good with me and him. Woo. So now in my mind, this is what I'm thinking. I need to try to figure out what type of problems that they have in their relationship. I need to try to figure out all the insights about this dude so that way I can, you know what I mean, weasel my way in. So as we start talking, she starts giving up way too much info. And that's exactly what I wanted to happen. She's telling me that she's happy, but sometimes he acts certain type of ways and she don't like that. I'm like, oh, for real? I'm like, that crazy as fuck, you know what I'm saying? I do be seeing folk tripping or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And that shit just don't be making no sense. When he be around his little peoples or whatever, she be like, that's exactly what I be talking about. He be wanting to try to act all hard in front of his little homeboys and this, that, and the third. Woo. I'm like, yeah, I feel that though. So me and her steady talking or whatever, so I hit her with the, man, when you gonna give me your number and stop playing? Now, you know I can't give you my number, I got a boyfriend. Woo. He ain't gotta know about none of this. I said, man, you just friends, bro. I'm not trying to come at you like nothing like that, you know. I just want your number, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we could talk, text or whatever, you know. I'm a shoulder to cry on for real. So she started laughing about this shit, but I ain't I'm dead ass right now, you hear me? She ended up giving me her number. Boom. So I'm like, bet. Now I start my plan. The cake is already in the oven. That bitch said the 350, and now it's baking. So me and her get to talking. Me and her get to texting. I'm realizing real quick, she fucking with the kid. Because he ain't doing what I'm doing. He ain't saying what I'm saying. Y'all know how it is. Sometimes a man can get with a woman and then he stopped doing all the stuff that he was doing before when he wanted you. Now he got you. He not doing that no more. So, right? So that's the vibe that I'm getting from her. So as me and her talking, we texting, we conversing, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting to know her, she getting to know me, or she just getting to know what I want her to know. I go back in class one day, the same dude who called him the dude porch monkey, little youngin' and whatever. So I'm like, dang, he's steady on that type of time. Okay. So now youngin' end up getting his face, they get to push and whatever. They really about to throw down. So I tell youngin', hey, hold on, come here. I said, remember I was telling you about the little cake I was baking or whatever? You're like, yeah. I'm like, look, that plan already in process. I just need you to chill. I just need you to chill long enough for me to do what I'm going to do, when I'm going to do it, how I'm going to do it. But what's the plan? I said, come on, bro. I can't get that up. You know what I'm saying? Just chill. He's like, all right. So as I'm telling him that just to chill, ignore that dude, bro. Ignore that dude. The dude is now egging. He going harder with the little porch monkey and the baboon type ass shit, calling folk monkey, all that little extra ass shit, you feel me? War whopping in the third. So one day I end up not about to go to school. So I end up texting her, hey, I ain't going to school today. You know what I'm saying? Well, what? I was ready to see you. For real? Yeah, I was ready to see you. Dang, okay, well, I guess I gotta wait till whenever I get to see you again. I'm like, all right, bet. So I ain't go to school that day, all right? But I ended up getting caught up, right, by the little chick I was with at that time. I ended up getting caught up over some other shit that happened that was in my phone. And I played victim, crying and shit. Not necessarily crying, but just like, you know how men is, bro. Fuck around and get caught, especially when you young. You fuck around and get caught, you know what I'm saying? It's one or two ways you gonna go. Either you gonna be on some shit like, man, I don't give a fuck, bro. You went through my phone, you tripped out, or you gonna play victim so that way whatever she seen go over her head. You know what I'm saying? So I played victim or whatever the case may be. Got up out that jam real quick. Go back to school. And when I go back to school, I'm not having this girl as you know what I'm saying, on the A day. We was on the B day at this point in time, but I seen that at lunch. So I seen that at lunch, and I already knew she be with her peoples, right? Now she was white. She be with the old boy, with the white boys, with the white girls, whatever. Not everybody racist though. I'm not saying that, you feel me? But it be certain motherfuckers who yeah, like for real. So I kind of signal on some shit like, come over here, from afar. You feel me? So she come over there, me and her get to talking, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I ain't even get to see you in class yesterday or whatever. She's like, yeah, you the one that don't want to come to school. I'm like, but I'm here now though, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's happening? She's like, boy, you know I'm over here with my peoples or whatever, you know what I'm saying? He gonna start tripping if he see me talking to you. I'm like, that's a bet. I was like, well, look, you know what I'm saying? Text me when you get to your next class or whatever, you know? I'm not. She like, all right. So me and her texting or whatever. I'm like, man, so when you gonna let me, like, you know what I mean? Like, when you gonna let me, like, take you somewhere? You know what I'm saying? We can go to the little Pizza Hut down the street or go to the little McDonald's or something. You know what I'm saying? Just me and you kicking it with us. She was like, we could do that soon. I'm fucking with your vibes. Bet. That's all I needed to hear. Right? So, I'm in class with her, bro. Like, the next day we in class. Me and her talking. Now at this point in time, it had got to a point where I'm not catching feelings, I'm just trying to smash. But I can tell, like, she big cheese, and like every time we get to talking, she big cheese and playing with her hair, doing this, doing that, right? So we in there bitch sitting down thugging it with her, right? So this chick right behind us, she like, Key. And I turned around, I was like, yeah. She was like, ain't you in a relationship with such and such? So when she say that, I'm I didn't freeze, but I froze for like 2 seconds. I'm like, yeah, but like, why? Like, what? Well, why you messing with her? Like, what you doing? Like, that's you now? I'm like, nah, nah, I was just asking her, like, certain things about what we got going in class, bro. Like, I'm not on that. Like, what you on? Right? What you on? Right? So then she said something, and so I had to think of something real quick. I was like, nah, and then I was like, nah, and then I was asking her, like, she know how to cook, because I was saying she don't know how to cook, and I was asking that she was in the cooking class, because I'm in the cooking class, and you know, like, and so that's what I hit her with. She was like, all right, I guess. So I looked back at her, she looking at me, she was like, I ain't even know you was in a relationship. I said, yeah, but you in one, so what does it matter? And she's like, you right, exactly. So me and her get to talking, I'm like, man, we just keep this between us, bro, because everybody want to be in our business and shit, you feel me? This ain't nobody else's business. This is what we got going right now, bro. It's just what we got going right now, you hear me? She's like, yeah, you right. So some days passed by, right? Now, I'm sitting there talking to him like, say, look, man, when you gonna let a nigga, you know what I mean? Man, fuck all that other shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to see what's happening with that. She started laughing and shit, you feel me? She like, all right, but we gotta like come up with a little plan. You ain't saying nothing but a word. We can come up with a plan. So we come up with a little plan on shit. And we like, look, we're going to go down here. It was like this little spot, real ducked off ass spot, you feel me? Nobody knew about it. I done passed by this spot a couple of times down there by like Mackey on some shit. Not on Mackey Lane, but it's kind of like down there going towards Mackey, you feel me? Real ducked off ass spot. So I'm like, man, we can go down there, you know what I'm saying? We can see what's happening, you know, because like I say, I didn't stay nowhere near the school. She didn't stay nowhere near the school. We both didn't have no car, so we was just going to make do what we can make do. So I end up taking that down there. We get down there, right? We get down there, we get to talking. Next thing you know, we get to kissing, right? So we get to kissing and shit, like, she steady telling me, before that, she was telling me, like, cause what we did was, we had ended up dipping before lunch, right? We ended up dipping from the class before lunch, or around lunchtime we started dipping. Now, I knew we was gonna have to, like, hear it make some shape, because her dude was gonna be wondering where the hell she at. So we end up going down there to the little spot, get the kissing or whatever, you know what I'm saying? The next thing you know, she started guapping. Now, when she started guapping, in my mind, I'm like, bro, this it. I'm finna smash, you know what I'm saying? Or whopping the third. So, she doing what she doing, and she doing it well. Now, a couple minutes passed by. Next thing you know, I know exactly who that is. She know exactly who that is, bro. On the knees, she stopped. I'm talking about stop. Take it out. Boop. Hello? Where you at? I can hear him though, bro. Where you at? Oh, I had came down here with my homegirl. We just went down to her house real quick. I'm gonna be right back. Yo, homegirl, who you talking about? Like, ooh, nah, I'll be right back, man. I'll be right back. Man, hurry up, bro. Like, we waiting on you. All right, I'll be right back. All right. She hung that bitch about, get back here. You're not going nowhere. So she do it for a little bit longer, and then that phone ring again. When that phone ring again, she get up. She get up, and she start walking off. So I'm like, man, damn, I ain't even get the, you know what I mean? I was really on some type of timing like, that cool, but I was trying to poke something. So I'm like, damn, he fucking up the vibe, bro. She took off, started walking. I gave her a little minute. Then I started walking too. Now, after that, I felt like mission was complete. Because I did what I said I was going to do. Right? Which was get his old lady. Okay? Then, on top of that, I got the guap too. Now, I'm not feeling played because I ain't get the smash. But at the same time, like, dang, it would have been like a little cherry on top if I could have just dropped the draws, bro, real quick, you feel me? So, some days rolled back around. I'm in the class with youngin', you know what I'm saying? And I got my headphones on, stayed with my headphones on. And I hear old boy steady doing what he do. Steady talking his shit, right? So, youngin', he just like, man, this nigga here aggravating and fuck. He really want to beat his ass up. So I said, hey, youngin', let me holler at you real quick. He said, what's up, man? I said, hey, you remember when I was telling you about me baking that cake on old boy, right? He like, yeah. I say, well, shit, the cake done been baked, man. He like, well, what you mean? I'm like, man, you know his old lady, huh? He like, yeah, I know her little thick ass. I know her, yeah. I was like, man, I say, look, between me and you, bro, shit, I intercepted that. I said, why he sitting up here saying porch monkey this, porch monkey that? His old lady had the porch monkey in the mouth, you feel me? So folk like, no. I'm like, man, come on, bro. Like, you know who you talking to right now, you feel me? But that wasn't on me being cocky. I just knew what I could do. You feel me? I knew once I had the motherfucking mission at hand, bro, I was Kim Possible with it. You hear me? Nothing is impossible. For real. So I end up telling him about it. So he laughing. Now, old boy over there with the poor monkey, folk mind so at ease because he know like, damn, that key real deal did that. He ain't even tripping off of old boy saying what he's saying. You feel me? So that shit died down, right? As time go on, me and her get to texting. I had kept texting or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to knock her down a couple times, but she was kind of acting scary. You know what I'm saying? She was acting a little scary, a little timid or whatever it may be. I'm like, damn, be like, what we doing? Like, you already want to need guaping. Like, what type timing you on? Like, I'm not understanding none of this. You feel me? But ain't none of my business. You know what I'm saying? I almost got caught up right there, though. But I had to think real quick on my feet. Now, I'm going to tell you another time I got caught up. I almost got caught up, but then some shit popped off, so we finna get into this, right? So one day I'm cooling. I had already broke up with the little crazy bitch, you know what I'm saying? The little black chick. I don't mean to call her a bitch, you know what I'm saying? Excuse my language. But I had already, like, you know what I'm saying, broke up with the little black chick or whatever who was, like, crazy. The same one who was calling my phone, blowing my phone up, and I'm telling Chris, like, man, tell her I ain't trying to talk to her, bro, like, woo. And Chris, he just told it what it was, you know what I'm saying? So I'm in class, and I had ended up, bro, I was messing with this white chick at the time, and, like, she had became my little yeah, you know what I'm saying? So she became my little yeah, and then I knew her home girl, right? So now I knew a home girl, and then the other chick that the story is about was in the class too. Quick story about her, you know what I'm saying? I think I had ran over this in one of my stories, but I'm gonna run back over it briefly. I end up getting with this girl, bro, or she, like, talking to her because I got good handwriting. So I'm in there writing or whatever, you know what I'm saying, in class writing. And the teacher called me up, and she had called everybody up to tell her a little bit about yourself and this, that, and the third, or was an assignment or something like that. So I get up there, you know what I'm saying, I'm talking or whatever, but I'm side-eyeing old girl because she was looking good, right? So I come sit back down. Now, when I come sit back down, it was this chick that I had went to middle school with, you feel me? So I'm using her as a chess move to get to old girl. So we sitting down, we get to talking or whatever. Old girl, like, you got good at handwriting. I say, thank you, woo. Then I had turned my attention to the girl I went to school with, so I'm chopping it up with her. And she like, you know him? And then she was like, yeah, I went to middle school with him. That's Key, whoop in the third. She like, oh, okay, well, you kind of cute or whatever. Now, when they hit you with that, you kind of cute or whatever, that mean you already somewhere in the dough. That bitch cracked open. Now it's just time for you to bust it open, you feel me? So that's exactly what I did. I bust that bitch open, you know what I'm saying? And me and her started talking and shit, right? So one day we was in class, and while we in class, she was like, Key, I can ask you something real quick. And I was like, yeah. She was like, you be sending meat pics? And I'm like, man, you know everybody be sending meat pics, bitch, at our age. Like, well, what's up? And she was like, man, look at this. Boom. So she showed me this dude who sent her a meat pic. And I'm like, bro, like, what type of time you on? Why are you showing me this, bro? I don't want to see that. And she was like, I was just showing you because, like, I'm confused on, like, why he think this is it. So I'm like, that's crazy. And she was like, show me one of your meat pics, right? Just out. And you know me, I was, boom. Showed her the meat pic, right? And she was like, oh, yeah, see, I could work with that right there. That my type of timing. And I'm like, man, you don't know what to do with that. You, man, sit down somewhere. So she like, all right. Now, this girl right here was in ROTC. right? ROTC, JROTC. That's kind of like, like the little pickle suits and shit. That's what we call them, pickle suits. My cousin, I think my cousin Pip was in ROTC. Was he in ROTC? I'm gonna have to ask him before I just put that on that man's jacket like that. But I think that man was in ROTC, you feel me? And basically that's like the little military people. Like they, in the football games, they come, they hold the flags and shit. They got the little guns and they be whipping them and whatnot. The ROTC, y'all know what I'm talking about, bro. Y'all got me, goddamn me, twisting up my words and shit, you hear me? So, she was in ROTC, bro. Little pickle suit. So, one day, bro, me and her cooling, you feel me? We in class talking or whatever. And, like, the chick that I was with, her homegirl and her was over there talking, right? They talking. Now, I'm talking to her too on some slick shit or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And no, I'm tripping. No, this was when I was still with the other black chick that went to another school, right? So, the homegirl asked, right? The one that I end up getting with, not the black chick that I'm talking about. Her homegirl that I knew from middle school was like, hey, can I ask you a question? I'm like, what's up? She like, you with anybody? I'm like, nah, I ain't with nobody. But she was asking me that for her homegirl. I'm like, nah, I ain't with nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't with nobody, whatever. She was like, oh, okay, I was just asking. Bet. So, next thing you know, right, her homegirl come up to me and was like, hey, the black chick, she was like, hey, man, what type of time you on with? You know what I mean? I'm like, man, come on, bro. You already know what type of time I'm on. She was like, so you single? I'm like, hell yeah. So me and her end up getting together, bro. We end up getting together, right? So we end up getting together, and then she ended up coming to my house. And when she came to my house that first time, you feel me, she was like, where your bathroom at? And I stayed in the trailer park, right? She was like, where your bathroom at? I was like, that bitch back there, whatever. She went in that bitch, she changed. She was in there for a minute, she changed, she came out. And as we sitting there, we talking, she was like, damn, why you ain't coming to the bathroom with me? And I was like, shit, I don't know. You was changing. I just gave you a little privacy with her. She was like, I wish that you would have came into the bathroom with me. So I'm like, well, let's go back in the bathroom right now. We can go right back in that bit right now. You feel me? So as we about to go to the bathroom, next thing you know, my mama get up out the room and she was like, come on, I'm gonna take you home. So I'm like, damn. Now I realized real quick that her auntie didn't stay that far from us, right? I'm like, damn, all right, well. She like, can I come back over? Yes. And I was like, this time you go to the bathroom and change, I'm gonna come in that bit. She's like, all right. Boy, I get off in that bit, boy. She did probably like some of the sexiest shit I've seen in my life. Instead of her getting on her knees, I had went in there and I'm posted up by the sink. So I'm just by the sink like this, right? She get right in front of me. And instead of getting on her knees, she squatted down. Okay, squat. Guap. And in my mind, I'm thinking like, that right there was, at that age, you know what I'm saying? At that age that I was at, that was some gang shit there. That right there was top notch. You feel me? Top notch. So I'm like, okay, I'm about to cuff you. Like, yeah, cause you feel me? So I end up, bro, coming to school. I text out like, I ain't coming to school today, you know what I'm saying? I got a little play I'm trying to make with my partners or whatever it may be. And she was like, all right. So I end up getting off the bus. I get off the bus. Me and my partners end up meeting each other, you know what I'm saying? We struck out, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you. At that time when I was going to Southwood, it's probably still like that, bro. You can get up off campus so easily. Ain't nobody gonna question you or nothing, bro. So I end up striking out. Went up to the store. Now at this time, the McDonald's connected right to the little Shell or Chevron or whatever the fuck that was, you feel me? So we went up there, and youngins, like, we ain't old enough to get no Rillos, and like everybody was like, well, Key, you look old as fuck, you go ask for the Rillos. So I went in there and asked for the Rillos. They like, you got your ID? Nah, I ain't got my ID. Walked off. So I end up going to like holler at a dude from outside. I'm like, hey, bet like you can get us some Rillos or whatever, you know what I'm saying? He saying no. Other motherfuckers saying no. So I'm like, all right, bro, what up? We ain't gonna be able to do that, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't gonna be able to do that. So I end up walking back to school. So when I get to school, my cousin Peel like, damn, but you got down here fat as fuck. I'm like, what you mean? And he like, you and your little yeah was up there kissing, and then now I see you. And how the hell you get down here? So And he look at me, he say, you might want to go get your old lady, fool. So I go up there, and me and him walking up there, and I see her with this dreadhead dude. I think she's still with that dreadhead dude to this day. I ain't gonna hold you. So I'm like, damn, this what type timing you on? Like, what we doing? And she like, nah, Kala, I didn't think you would. Nah, but I'm like, damn, that crazy. You really did gonna do this. Out of everything I'd have been through. I ain't tell her everything, but I'm just saying, constantly getting cheated on, constantly getting fucked over. I ain't fucking over nobody. So I'm like, man, alright. I'm like, alright, that's a bit. Now, with me telling this story, I realized that this wasn't a time that I almost got caught up. Because I had thought that it was the other way around when I said, oh, girl was like, you with anybody? You single? But I was with the little black chick at the time that went to a whole nother school. So it wasn't that. So after I said, man, you know what, Kimfolk, you can have her. That shit old with you, feel me? Ain't no point in me trying to slide you for fucking with her. You feel me? Game ain't based on sympathy. So I like, that's a bit. So after that, bro, I was already on my bullshit with me and my homegirl with the whole, you got your homegirls, I got my homeboys, we can swap. You know what I'm saying? If I see her and I like her, you go over there, you put the bug in her ear, you send her my way, and then it's easier for me to holler at her like that. And I did the same thing for her. So one day, you know what I'm saying, I'm in that bit, I'm thugging, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, like, I know a lot of people, when they get on the internet and they get to talking, motherfuckers to try to lie and say shit that ain't really happened. But every story that I make is very genuine, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to lie about nothing, you know what I'm saying? This is all facts, documented, you know what I'm saying? This is in the history books, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need no motherfucker to vouch for me, but at the end of the day, it's motherfuckers that be like, that nigga ain't lying when he say what he say. So I'm sitting in that bit, my little operation really going like fucking bulletproof. That bitch is, we in there, you know what I'm saying? And I had my little females around me. We just went to concession stands, you know what I'm saying? Nigga had got the goddamn cold drink, the Snicker, the honey bun, maybe some Skittles or something, you know what I'm saying? And I had, now the women who I had on my lap, because it was one lap was for one, the other lap was for another one. Those girls right there was the ones who was starting. Those were my starters. And then I had some girls around sitting right next to them, and I always had my home girl right in front of me, or right, you know what I'm saying, whatever case may be. She might be sitting down, she right here, whatever case may be. I felt like I was a whole player out here, you know what I'm saying, because everybody knew they role. Wasn't nobody like really tripping like, oh, why the fuck she get to sit in this nigga lap, but I can't. Nah, you wait your turn, because if she has an injury, then you will be next up in line. These are all facts right here. So I end up seeing my BM come in, you know what I'm saying? And when I see my BM come in, I was like, I want that. I want that, you know what I'm saying? So I boot everybody get up off me. I ran up to her and I started to talk to her, right? And as I'm talking to her, you know what I'm saying, I ended up getting a kiss. But to remix this, one day my partner, or whatever, I used to kick it with him, whatever, we sitting there, and my BM brother come in, and he stayed the night with my brother. So we was already in that bit watching a flick. So I'm like, hey, young nigga, come in here, you know what I'm saying, watch the flick with us. So he kind of nervous, like, dang, y'all want me to watch a flick with y'all, what the fuck? And he knew me and my partner, you know what I'm saying? To him, it was like, them older dudes, you know what I'm saying, whatever. So we in that bit thugging. And me and my partner had already said that his sister was on the radar to see who can get her first. So I pulled some chess move type shit, and I had got her number from him right then and there, you feel me? But I didn't text her, I didn't call her, none of that shit. I just had that bit tucked. So the next time I seen her, I walked smooth up to her, and I was like, one day you gonna be mine, and I walked off. Just stressed it. Walked up, came in school high foot, looked at her, I said, man, one day you gonna be mine. She was like, what? I walked off. So then I'm sitting there with the females, you know what I'm saying? She come through, I move real quick, followed her to her class, gave her a kiss, walked off. Now, after all that shit had popped off with old girl, right, the black chick who's with the dreadhead dude, I felt some type of way. But then, like, I started kicking it with my BM a little bit. We started, you know what I'm saying, having intercourse or whatever. So in my mind, I'm like, all right, boot, you mine. I locked you in. Now, at that point, I was like, I ain't gonna mess with no more females. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just keep it P. And then, shit, you here at the school with me, so ain't no point in me trying to do all this and you go to school with me. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm like, hey, look, you want to come to this little basketball game with me? I knew that black chick was gonna be there. I knew the black chick was gonna be there. My cousins and them was there, you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like I knew what I was doing. My BM come in, she white, you know what I'm saying? We sitting down, I'm sitting in her lap, she sitting above me, I'm sitting in her lap, and she playing with my hair, you know what I'm saying? And we watching a basketball game. So that next day, right, they got these cubicles at Southwood. Like once you go in, big, you go through the double door, boot, you bust a right to go to the cafeteria, the gym, the motherfucking auditorium, like that little area right there. Once we go into that little area right there, it's cubicles, these bricks, you know what I'm saying, that's in like a square form. So I go down there with my cousin, me and BM, you feel me, and me and my cousin talking, and as we talking, I see her and the black chick talking. So me and BM talking whatever, my cousin like, come here, let me holler at you. I'm like, all right, bet. I tell BM I'll be right back. So she say, oh girl, asking like, what's up with you and white girl? I said, oh, the one who had did me like that with the dude with the dreads? Huh? And she was like, what? I was like, yeah, she ain't tell you about that? How we was together and then she did what she did with her boy with the dread. Now she feel like I'm flexing. I say, I am flexing. I don't give a damn, I'm flexing. So Cuzzo started laughing about it, you feel me, my girl, because she started laughing about it. She was like, boy, you hell. I like, I know. You know what I mean? It's over with. So then we get in class, the same class I showed her the meat picking, all that, right? We get in class, and she like, damn, so that's what we doing? I said, what? Did I say that to you? Damn, I did say that to you, though. Didn't it? I said, I ain't gonna hold you. I was a little hurt about that one, huh? I said, why you want to talk to me now, though? When all that shit had popped off, what you did. It wasn't supposed to be like that, like, but I liked that dude, and woo. And I'm like, man, I'm not trying to hear that shit, bro. I'm not trying to hear none of that you talking about, you hear me? So, I did it there. Boop, did it there, right? But then I never forget, bro, one day, me and my partner, we had went Halloween trick-or-treating, bitch. And we had went and, by Walmart, right? Over there by the Walmart on Mansfield Road in those houses right behind the Walmart, bitch. All right? Now, that was her people stayed. All right? Her people stayed over there. So, me and my kinfolk, we went in that bit. We in that bit thugging with the Southwood hoodies on and shit so we can stuff our pockets and stuff the hoodie up with candy. And as we doing this, I end up seeing her little cousin. So I see her little cousin. Next thing you know, I see her. Right? So as I'm seeing her, I'm like, damn, bitch, like, what you doing over here? She was like, you know, my aunt is still over here with her. I'm like, oh, okay. So now as we walking, right, mind you, she with the dreadhead dude. I'm still with BM. We walking. Next thing you know, she grabbed my hand. Now we holding hands, right? Next thing you know, now we kissing. Next thing you know, she putting it on me. She throwing it on me, and I'm like, damn, she thick. If I'm trying to smash. Like my partner, he laughing at the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? Cause he like, damn, bitch, I see you. You know what I mean? So I'm like, man, she sitting up here twerking on the nigga, bro. I'm finna smash her, bro. So I'm like, man, yo, ain't it at the crib? She was like, nah, but my cousin, she'll snitch on me. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't trying to have none of that animal over here in my auntie crib. You know I stay in Motown. So I'm like, bet that. I'm like, well, shit, man, we might need, you know what I'm saying? Like, try to slide to my house or whatever the case may be. But something. She's like, nah, I can't do that, boy. You know I can't do that. So I'm like, all right, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So we did it there. After that, though, like, me and her ain't fuck with each other no more, you know what I mean? We ain't fuck with each other no more. But it be situations like that that really open up your eyes to different things, right? It opened up my eyes because I'm like, damn, I was constantly getting cheated on because I was the nice guy, right? Now, I'm going to tell you right now, right? There's two choices in life that you're going to make. Either you're going to be the nice guy or you're going to be the bad guy. Or you're going to be the good guy or you're going to be the bad guy, All right. Matter of fact, it's 3. You can either be the good guy, the nice guy, or the bad guy. All right. And these are facts. Because see, the nice guy gonna get ran over. The good guy, he gonna have principles, and he ain't gonna let you run him over. But at the same time, he got a good heart. The bad guy is what all the girls want. You know what I mean? He doing his thing, you feel me? He talk to you reckless, he this, he that. You see him doing little shit with his homeboys, right? And I feel like I was the nice guy. I wasn't the good guy. I was the nice guy. But then when I turned to the bad guy, and now I'm doing females how they were doing me, it's a problem. You see what I'm saying? It was a problem. All of a sudden, motherfucker got feelings and everything, but ain't nobody care about my feelings when I was getting hurt, you feel me? But then at the same time, when you look at certain things like that, it's like, damn, like, that's just another cycle. Like I said, because you can get cheated on, and then now you either going to cheat on everybody that you get with, or you just going to be very defensive, and you're not going to let nobody into your walls. Your walls is not coming down. You going to be on some shit like, bro, like, okay, I done got hurt too many times. Like, yeah, you feel me? So, that was me in a nutshell. You know what I'm saying? That first situation that I almost got caught up on, I learned from that situation to understand that you can't do everything around everybody. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? And I was there to prove a point to Youngin that I had it back. Don't worry about that. Now the second situation and the second story I just told y'all, I just thought it was funny how, like, me being so gullible to certain situations, I'm sitting up here wanting to be with this chick or whatever the case may be, but as soon as she did what she did and went with her move, it changed me. Right? I had already got changed when I was with the little chick from middle school. We got to high school. Y'all remember the white girl told me, meet me in the band hall and you gonna see her walking up here with another dude. And she was walking up there with another dude fixing up her hair because old boy done gave her to work. Right after that, I had turned to the white girl, and then she became the throat goat, right? But then I didn't want to be seen with her in public, and she got mad at me, right? Literally, right after that, I had ended up meeting an 18-year-old. She was like 18, 19 years old, about to leave high school, right? And she either went to Cabin Shreve, no, she even went to Calvary, or what was the other one? Yeah, she either went to Calvary or Shreve. White girl, thick, plays softball, right? And remember I told y'all, right? I put around, got off in that bit, and goddamn me, I ain't last long. And I was like, how was it? And she said, if you gotta ask that, it wasn't good. And she taught me how to have sex. See, right then and there, that was me jumping off the porch. That was me learning some things, right? And I thought that had turned me up. But when she did what she did, it really turned me up, right? And it was just a whole bunch of snowball effects in my life that made me do certain things that I did because I felt like I was getting played. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it a bean, dog. Look, man, one last for 3 things, man. Guidance, knowledge, and wisdom. And if it ain't that, man, I already know what time it is with me over here. Until next time. Oh, now I appreciate everybody who been rocking with my videos, man. I appreciate everybody who just be tapped into the kids, you know what I mean? Like, shit, it's all love over here. I'm going to keep dropping my stories. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep dropping my story. I'm going to keep talking my ish. And I'm going to keep giving y'all guidance, knowledge, and wisdom. That's all I can do. Only thing I know how to do is be me. Only thing I know how to do is be key. These are big facts. You hear me? Ain't no games to be played over here. Ain't no lying. Ain't nobody got to lie about nothing. You hear me? Solid. For real, for real. And y'all better remain solid too. Stay on your P's and Q's. Never let nobody knock you off your pivot. And at all times, keep it a bean, dog. For real, for real.